This is the power of student voices. This is my capstone project at the University of Houston on July 2020. And this is me. I'm Monica Zambrano Garza. I'm a 6th grade English Language Arts and Social Studies teacher. I'm currently working on my master's in curriculum and instruction at the University of Houston with a focus on learning, design, and technology. This is my master's degree capstone project. The focus of this project is raising student voices by creating collaborative online magazines with classroom content throughout the school year. So this is a online magazine, and I've learned that with the current pandemic, creating collaborative online magazines are an excellent way to continue motivating students to care about their work and to allow them to share their opinions with the community. So when they participate in online magazines, students become deeply engaged with the content being produced. They develop a sense of confidence in the material being presented. They become motivated to continue creating new content. They're critical when analyzing and synthesizing sources. And they're able to work independently, or they're able to collaborate to create pieces. A lot of the students elect to participate in peer review before publication, and they collaborate with others to ensure their pieces and those of their peers are perfect for publication. So all of this strengthens student motivation and involvement in the classroom, and it's perfect for distance learning. It gives students a purpose for completing great work and allows the community to be aware of what the students are studying. This gives the students a voice and allows their opinions to be heard. The current video that you're looking at now is going to be available on this page in the Power of Student Voices. This is my multimedia project. And then this is the design document. My biggest topic is going to be the 6 C's. These are content, collaboration, creative innovation, communication, critical thinking, and confidence. And so I've realized that with COVID-19 and distance learning causing schools to close, students are less able to collaborate and share their work with peers. And school has become confusing, boring, and just packets, worksheets, assignments that need to be done at home. So online class magazines are going to allow students to collaborate remotely with their peers, and then they're going to be able to share their learning with the community. And so this is the basics of the design document. There's a lot of effects of student collaboration. Jonathan Alexander talked about how he saw students communicating with a sense of purpose, becoming deeply engaged in the material being produced. They had a sense of confidence, and they were critical when analyzing and synthesizing sources. And then the biggest piece of my research comes from the 6 C's. Once again, these are content, critical thinking, collaboration, communication, creativity, and confidence. By creating collaborative online class magazines, students effectively practice all 6 skills at their highest levels, and they become happy, healthy, thinking, caring, and social children who become collaborative, creative, competent, and responsible citizens of tomorrow. The learning context for this training is online. It is a fully screen narrated PowerPoint presentations that can be individual and asynchronous. So students are going to be able to take the workshop from the comfort of their homes. And the learners are beginning teachers. The learners from my sample group were all teachers who had 3 years of experience or less. And they have shared work before, for example, in student portfolios, but they had not shared work online with a broad community. These are all teachers who are growth mindset teachers, are positive. They are interested in integrating the 6 C's in their classroom and applying the content learned in this workshop. For ARCS, attention is voluntary. Only the teachers who are interested in the skills will choose to take it. So therefore, mostly motivated teachers who are looking for the results of this workshop are going to be attending the workshop, which connects it to the relevance. It's designed for teachers who have experience in the classroom and they're ready to take the next step. And so if they want to take the next step, this is it, creating a magazine with their classroom. It's going to definitely instill a sense of confidence in the participants because they are going to be able to use the workshop as soon as they are done with it. And this will lead to immediate satisfaction. I was very satisfied when I finished my magazine and I was able to share it with others. All of my participants have the same general education levels. They have received a bachelor's degree. They're teaching at the same school with the same constructivist values, and they prefer learning with short and sweet videos and quick activities. The learning objectives are given a collaboration link to madmags.com. Beginning teachers will click the link to successfully access the website, just like so. It will load. Given successful access to madmags.com, participants need to insert author name into space provided and click collaborate. The author name must be the participant's first or last name. Given the template choices, select a template appropriate for a brief author's description that includes at least 2 text boxes and a photo space. This is all shown on the narrated presentation. Given the chosen template with a title text box, select a title for the brief about me that is original and creative. Given the topic about me, choose an appropriate photo of yourself or a suitable photo that fits with the page. The photos must be copyright free. Given the prompt, write about yourself. Draft a paragraph that includes your name and a description of yourself. Given the prompt, why is collaborating to share student work important? Plan and draft a section that details at least 3 benefits of sharing student work online. Given a revising checklist, revise the sections for spelling and grammar errors and fit to the article, choosing a visually appealing spot for the section. And then given another checklist, revise and review the page. Ensure the writing is within the margins, the font is at least 12 or above, photos and text are arranged neatly in their own spaces, and the page is visually appealing. And given the instructions to submit the page, press the send button and submit work. The work must meet all previous criteria. You might have been wondering what the goal statement was. It is that beginning teachers will effectively create an online magazine to demonstrate mastery of online sharing tools like MadMags and share a reflection on the importance of creating collaborative online displays of student work. This is an analysis of the learning goal, and it is broken down into subordinate skills analysis and into the entry levels that go into the subordinate skills. This is available for review in the magazine on MadMags, following the link provided. So we have all 10 steps. And I also have the strategies used. It is hard to read all these charts on the magazine, so you're able to access Google Docs. And then the media that is used is the screen-recorded PowerPoint presentations, which can also be accessed straight through the magazine. And it's a step-by-step recording of what students will need to be able to participate in the workshop. My formative evaluation plan was with Maria Fernanda, Michelle, and Rose. All 3 teachers had 3 years of experience or less, and we met through Zoom to talk about the content. And then my small group evaluation was Amber, Michelle, Bianca, and Rose. And the same, all 4 teachers have 3 years of experience or less, and they agreed to take the entire workshop. And so the results of that evaluation was that we spent around 75 minutes together through Zoom. I showed the coworkers my YouTube video for the tutorial, and some of them were able to complete the tutorial while the video was playing. Others would go back to the video, rewind, they would rewatch, and then they would continue working on the activity. So this made the lesson take longer for some learners than for others. All of my coworkers were able to write a complete paragraph with at least 3 benefits of sharing collaborative student work online. And one coworker went above and beyond and decided to make a longer version summary of the workshop. Which was some of the feedback that I received was, it was uncomfortable to be in a Zoom call while watching a YouTube video and also trying to complete an activity. And it would have been better if everyone could have a chunk of time to complete the activity and then meet to discuss the feedback later because of the difference of time that it took some coworkers versus other coworkers. Obviously, writing summaries is a complex task, and it's easier for some than for others. So some of my coworkers wanted quiet and other coworkers wanted to discuss feedback, and that was hard to do. And then one of my coworkers said, everything could be an email if I just send through the link and everyone has time to do it on their own and they can send feedback through the email as well. Some revisions that could be made based on that feedback is I need to make sure that everything is asynchronous because my coworkers did not enjoy being on Zoom and trying to work at the same time. Some coworkers were done earlier than others and some felt pressured to be done before they wanted to. One of my coworkers did mention that she would have taken longer if she did not feel pressured to finish. And the step to add a picture initially was one of the last steps. But my coworkers wanted to change the pictures on their magazines earlier than it was advised in the steps. So I moved that step to an earlier learning objective. I also need to re-edit the video to change the initial evaluation question from why do you differentiate to what are at least 3 benefits of sharing collaborative student work online. And participants do want to see the magazine when they're done, so there has to be a due date for all the assignments, and then an email will be sent out with the finished magazine created by the participants with a handout from the summary of the workshop so that they're able to take a look at that. I truly learned a lot creating my capstone project, and it made me feel ready as an instructional designer. I am very grateful for having the opportunity to create this entire project, and I'm going to continue creating these projects and sharing them on YouTube for beginning teachers, which will be optional for them. So I will gain teachers who are interested in raising their experiences, but it's also going to raise my own experience and it's going to improve my portfolio so that I can do bigger projects in the future. This is my literature review, also based on the 6 C's. The biggest resource that I used was this book, Becoming Brilliant, What Science Tells Us About Raising Successful Children by Drs. Roberta Minchik-Golinkoff and Dr. Kathy Hirsch-Pasek. And they share what the learning sciences tell us about how to raise children to succeed in the 21st century, and it's all really summarized by this quote down here. When content is the sole focus of education, all the other C's fall by the wayside. Collaboration and getting along with peers is not needed. Kids take tests as individuals. Communication is irrelevant. When all children do is fill in bubbles, why be concerned with communication? We seriously need to get our bearings back if we are to craft environments in and out of school that support happy, healthy, thinking, caring, and social children who become collaborative, creative, competent, and responsible citizens tomorrow. And content by itself is never enough. Executive function skills that help children control themselves so they can learn are essential for success in school and in life. Brene Brown was also a huge influence in one of the 6 C's, confidence, and finding more information about mind tools, knowledge construction tools that help students learn more about the content.